What's going on, guys? It's the Dancing Tramp here, and welcome to the next Hitman Absolution tutorial. Today we're focusing in on the Run for Your Life mission, which is pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. There's a lot of things that are pretty linear, and you'll be okay with that. But there's a few parts where you can do a few different things. I'm going to show you a few of the creative ways to get out of some sticky situations. This mission is not my favourite, to be honest, but like I say, there are a few parts that can, cause a little bit of difficulty, or, might be a little bit more trickier than usual. So we're going to go and focus on those to start off with. So at the start, you're going to be in this trapped burning building, and there's nothing really in this room that you need to worry about. So you can head straight out, there'll be no problems. There's no evidence or anything like that. So feel free to literally go out the window and head on the way up to the roof. Now when we get onto the roof, this is the first part that we find. It's a little bit difficult. You just need to sneak through, just take your time in this part. As you can see, just using the cover to your advantage. Remember, the smoke will help you when you're trying to get through this mission. It will enable you to walk around a lot more freely. You shouldn't have any problems with being spotted or anything like that. So just take your time and you'll be fine. Like I say, just make sure that you know where your guards are standing, how they're sort of moving. When this guard moves away from the door, they both should move to the right. You'll have a chance. Just make a run for the door. Easy peasy, nothing really strenuous there. So now we're going to move on to the first pretty little tactical / difficult part, which is actually inside the library, where there's a few different ways to do things. I'm going to show you how to get through this mission relatively easy. So the first way, this is the way I used when I did my walkthrough, is going down the right hand side. You can wait literally on the top of these stairs, and even at the bottom of the stairs you won't even get noticed. So we're going to move down here now. Just obviously wait until all the police down the bottom as well, they move away, because they can cause a few problems. Just let them move away. And it'll show you here, literally a guard will come around this corner and he's going to almost see us, but he won't see us. On this difficulty, we don't have to worry about it. As always, remember, this one is on normal. We will be doing a purist for this level as well. Just going to wait for this guy to turn around and take your chance. You won't get spotted on this difficulty sitting at the bottom of the stairs, so don't worry about that. Take this guard out. He's going to be our method to get in the disguise. So just drag him around here. If you're doing the suit run as well, you can, dump him off here. And pretty much the suit run and this run are exactly the same. So you want to go upstairs on the right hand side. And as you can see, there's going to be a guard here on the right. Now, he's going to be not too difficult to take out. You just got to make sure that, you time your run well. Fasana's having some trouble with the fuse box down there. So if you want to move up to this part here, just take your time, no rush. As soon as he turns his back to the railings, you want to move up, and then again take him down. As soon as you see the opportunity, just take him down. Nothing too strenuous, nothing too taxing. You'll be able to take him down relatively easy. And if you didn't get the disguise before, you can grab it here as well, of course. And then you can drag him and dump him in this closet here. Now, stop right there, and as you can see, there's a guard coming up straight away, so you want to hide immediately after you pop this guy in the closet. The closet, we'll call it the closet, yeah. And then jump out, and you want to take him out. As soon as he passes by, you can jump out, there should be no problems. Then we're going to sneak downstairs, and as you remember, the guards are all having a meeting. I think there's some of from the different precincts are coming in, so we're just there talking. It's going to allow us to get upstairs. So you can do this in two ways. You can literally go straight up the stairs where they're all walking through. You can use your instinct to sneak past them, or you can go this way, which is around the back of them. There's a staircase just around here. There we are. You can sneak, you can sneak, or you can, just walk upstairs. If you're using your instinct, there'll be no problems here. You can just walk through. But if you're in the suit run, you'll just have to time your run a little bit better to get up these stairs. But I'll show you a different way of doing the suit run as well right now. If, say, you don't want to do that, there is I don't know if you saw the gameplay demo or something like that a while ago. I've definitely seen this mission before. One of the cops is going to come right over here. Now, if we take a little hiding spot here, you want to grab a gun for this, by the way. So any of the guards you take out, just steal a gun from them, from the bodies. I'm just going to wait. Wait. Here he comes, and this guy's going to offer us a bit of a meat shield here, so we can use him. If you don't know how to do it, it's X on the PC. I don't know what it is on the consoles. So you're going to take him as a meat shield. And there you go. This is going to be our way out. If you've seen like some of the gameplay of this before, it has actually been on YouTube before this method by official release, I believe. So we're going to take this guy down. If you're not looking on killing him, then you can just take him out. This is also a challenge as well. It's picking on the new guy or something like that. So there's a challenge for you. You will lose points from it though, so be aware of that. Take it down with a nice quick blow to the head. And we can run upstairs. Again, I didn't do this method. I'm just trying to show you, a way of getting some of the challenges. I do as well, I think, kill a few guards here. You can use this chandelier when you're climbing up to take out a few more. If you're feeling a little bit, feeling a bit bloodthirsty, drop that on the heads and that'll get you a couple of kills. I think that's a challenge as well, I believe. Not 100% sure, but it might be a challenge as well. And that'll lead you to the outside, where we can escape. But first, before we carry on with any further, I'm going to show you how to get the evidence. Now, if you go down the other side, you can take down Fasano to stop the lights, but it's not particularly necessary. But we're going to take down the guard, same as we did before, with dropping this guard up here and taking out the other guard that's coming up the stairs. But this time, we're going to do something a little bit different to get our evidence. Our evidence is in this room. It's right where the Chief of Police is standing though, so it's going to be a slight problem here with dealing with him. So as you can see, we're doing exactly the same as we did before. And this is the first piece of evidence we're going to collect for this episode as well. Take him out, there we go. Like I say, I took out Fasano for this, so that's why it's all dark, but it's not necessary as far as I'm aware. The method I pretty much would use the light. I would do the same with the light or without the light, so it's not really necessary, I think. And you know where we go through before? There he is in the middle there. If we walk past this pillar here, it's going to start the animation for them moving up, and they're all going to meet with the next other police force. So we can creep back inside. See, I'm just grabbing the gun here. And we can go downstairs, and then we can just sneak up. There's a few, you can go down there where I showed you with this, it said press space. And then obviously when you get the evidence, you'll replenish your instinct as well. So you can get the evidence and get out of there relatively easily. And now we're going to flash back forward to when we were coming out here. Okay, so first thing what you do is crouch down, dodge, or use your instinct, either way, to just get into this room here, so the helicopter doesn't see you. That part is pretty much self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go any further than that. Just literally stick to the walls and carry on the way through. Nothing packs in there. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this part. You can either take out this guard here, you can sneak past this guard, or there is also another way, which I'll show you in a second. Here he comes. He's no problem for 47. So don't worry, he shouldn't see you. There shouldn't be any problems here. So like I say, you can either take him out there if you choose to, or we can literally just sneak around him, just like that. Again, there shouldn't be no problems. Just head for these chimneys up here. You can also go through this part if saying you're doing the suit. You can go for the grate. It's just where on the left as you were before, and there's a little vent you can climb through, and that'll bring you out into cover as well. So this place probably, I would say, the better one. But either way is good. We're all both going to end up in the same place. Then you want to stick to cover and just change cover across. Just literally go straight across.
Any word from the ground unit?
No, they're still searching the library.
They haven't. See, they have no idea we're here. You can actually change cover there, but I for some reason didn't. You just use your cover more so than your instinct, and then make for the door, and that's that part done. Pretty simple, nothing really too taxing on that part. So we're going to go on to this way, and this is actually my favourite part of the mission. This is there's a few different ways to do this. You've got to get down to the exit from this floor. We're going to get into some drug dealer's pad. As you can see, there's two ways you can do this. As you walk through the room with all the hippies, you can go left, you can go right. Now they say they wouldn't advise you to go this way, but let me tell you this. This is actually the most easiest way. You can actually do this on Purist as well. By just timing your run, you can get through this easily. Watch this guard behind him. He moves over to the left.
Don't go anywhere. When this is over, we're gonna have
and we can literally go right behind him and walk up. You can do this in Purist, I have tried it. And we can walk through. And you can grab the evidence as well. That's our second piece of evidence there, on the left. And there we are. Rather than going through all that room with all the see, this is the other way. Rather than going through this room with all the drugs that you can sneak through, you can go through that way, and it takes literal seconds, rather than this way, which you can get caught in. So we're gonna sneak through here. Stick to the plants, but this is the route I took, and you shouldn't get spotted in this route. Go to the left. They shouldn't spot you for some reason. They shouldn't. You know, they should see you automatically, but on this difficulty, they don't see me at all. Literally walk through, and you can go left or you can go right. I chose right. This way is probably the easier way to go. And there we are. That really simple way of getting through. And then there's a checkpoint here that you can activate. And then,
You know what's funny? I got a call to this floor.
I'm going to wait for these two guards to move first before we go any further.
And the landlord was
I was getting a bit nervous because I was worried that someone was going to come through here. I think someone does. Yeah, look, watch this now.
What's he doing?
Like, don't alert any of the police or anything like that. So literally, he's not going to bother us at all. So once these officers have moved on, we can just walk through. If you've got instinct, you can wait for the, you can walk through the police. But yeah, either way is fine. So we're going into this room. I'll use the grate to get through, or you could use the door on your left. On the right hand side of this little area, there's a bit where this cop's looking at a safe, and he's looking for the safe. That little notebook I just picked up is got the key, the code in. So we're going to pick that up, open this, and we've got two options here. We've got a remote explosive that we can use as a distraction, and we've got a safe full of money. Now I'm going to show you what two different ways you can use this to your advantage. The first one is pretty simple, to be fair. You just walk over here. There's a radio on the floor here. You turn that on. Open the door and stand behind these crates here. You can obviously hide anywhere you want, but he's going to go in. He's going to turn off the radio. He's going to skip this ahead a little bit. And see, he's just found the money. Now, don't do what I do. I try to be clever and move to another piece of cover. You can stay where you are. They shouldn't have any problems. But look, I'm being clever, so don't worry about what I'm doing now. Just wait for them all to go in the room, and they're all going to go and get distracted by the money. This cop's an absolute idiot, so you can walk straight past him. He won't notice a thing. And while they're all dealing with money, the elevator is completely wide open for us to grab. And that's a simple way of doing it. Probably the most simple way, but there are a few more creative ways you can do this. Showing you what you can do at first, and I'll let you go downstairs. Second method with the bomb, literally just toss that sucker in there and blow it up. That's gonna like get every cop's attention in the area, and they're all gonna charge in exactly the same as before, and you can sneak around them.
Nah, that's silly, bro. We're all from California.
Right, I'm gonna show you another way you can do this now. We're gonna go back to where we were before, sneaking
When this
through.
is over, we're gonna have a long talk.
He's gonna have a long talk down there. I'm gonna sneak through. So you can walk. You can just walk through. There's no real, taxing. Like, they're not going to notice you at all, pretty much. And this time, we're going to go straight up the middle. And this room on the left, this is actually going to give us a nice little boat. I like this. This is probably the most fun way of getting through this. In here is a little DJ area. You can, We're going to press this here. And oh yes, we're going to get some tunes. And this is going to be a way of distracting every single one. They're all going to come walking. I'll use the door for cover here. They're all going to come in, and they're all going to start dancing. That's a really... And that'll distract them. That's probably the distraction that'll keep them there for the longest, actually. They're there for ages dancing to that. So we're going to move on to the final part, which is escaping now, completely. We're going to get the third piece of evidence here as well. So as we come down in the elevator... The first thing we want to do, if you're in your suit and you did any of the ways, you can head off to the left. Do not go for the front doors. You are going to get arrested immediately. Go through this left-hand door here. And if you stand here, just here, you'll be absolutely perfectly fine. Just wait for him to come along and just nab him. Take him down. Don't break his neck. You can break his neck if you want to, but I didn't. I don't think you'll get a silent kill if you do that, but I don't know. Just drag his body and dump him in here, the little crate here. And that's just going to allow us a little bit of time and space to maneuver through this area. So if we duck down and we go just around the corner here, right here, as you can see, the SWAT team's going to be moving in, and that's going to clear out that entire room for us so we can move through. Pretty simple. As soon as that last SWAT guy's moved, just carry on up. I was searching for evidence here. It's not here. I'll show you where to get it in a second. It's quite difficult where it's located, but it's not impossible. Right. So just sneak through. Don't worry, they won't spot you on this difficulty. And head out to the train station. Use the crowds. As you can see, this crowd is shielding us quite well. This police officer has no idea, but as soon as they move away, there's cops from either side looking at us. So just keep moving, stick to the crowds, and make sure you're standing still. You can also use that little machine there on your left. You can hide. You know, there's different ways you can hide in this one. Don't do what I'm doing. It's pretty simple to get through this area, though, to be fair. Just take your time, stop, start. You know what I mean? You'll get through this pretty easily. Just use the cover of the crowd. And what we're going to do is you're going to head over to the right here, through the crowd, using it as cover if you need it, and just get onto this ledge. This is going to give us access to the back area. This back area is going to allow us to jump up, get mess with some of the controls for the station, which we need to get onto a train to get out of this area. Just watch out for the cop as well in here. There's a cop that's just standing. Yeah, he is. So see what I mean? Look how close I was to getting spotted there. Be really careful this part. Make sure you're seeing where that cop is. And just jump upstairs on this ladder. Now you got a few options here. You can either take him out, or you can just literally sneak up behind him and press the button without any fuss. I chose to take him out in this one, and because there's a crate right behind you, there's no real problems here. There we are. Just stuff him in the crate. Get in there. Get in there. And then turn around. Checkpoint there. Simples. And activate the train. Easily done. And just go out the door to the right here. This will lead you at the top. This will get you around with a few of the guards at the bottom as well. You can go through the guards, but this is just a quicker way. Same again, stick to the crowds, get your way through. Nothing really taxing here. With this bit, I went down the stairs and turned my back to the officer. That way he doesn't see you as much. Like, walk down the stairs. As soon as someone starts to see you, just turn your back. And they all go off. Down the stairs a little bit more, turn your back. Down the stairs a little bit more, turn your back. It's really simple, honestly, guys. If you just stick to this, you'll be fine. Stick to the crowds. Where I like to move to is right in between this guard and the next guard. Right around about here. That way, when the train comes, it's got like a little bit less distance. Got like rather than having two cops to deal with, we've only got the one. And it's just a waiting game then. Like I say, if you stay in the crowd, you'll be absolutely fine. There's no real problems on this difficulty. Right, and after a while, the train will arrive. It's going to stop there, and this is going to be literally just taking your time, biding your time. Move with the crowd again, right up to the door. You can either crouch down or you don't have to. You're pretty much there, and just walk through. Simples, absolutely simples. This on normal difficulty you shouldn't have any problems with. Really, it's not a difficult mission. I'm going to show you a different way of doing it in case, as well. You know, in case you are having a few problems with moving for the crowd or anything like that. It's not a great score. I think this one was the one where I didn't play you don't get nothing from the burning hotel, I don't think. This is the one I actually killed a few people. That was the one with when I was with my suit when I dropped the chandelier on people. You should get a higher score than I did on this one. I did get a better score when I went through with a police uniform. So if you do have there is a different way of doing it. If you go to the other end, you can jump onto this machine here if you fancy hiding here. And then it's exactly the same. It's just a waiting game. This is a little bit more secure than the other one, I suppose, because the crowds won't move. Especially when you're in a police uniform, you should have no problems here. I'm just showing you that you can use that. Either end of the station as well. There's no limitations on this one in regards to this difficulty. And as soon as the train arrives, we can, as the police officer uniform, we can use our instinct to jump on. We can stick with the crowds, whatever whatever you feel comfortable with. Here he comes. There we are. And he's going to stop right there for us as well. So even easier this time, guys, from this side. Again, instinct, head down. There we are. Just two ways of doing it really easily. Just to wrap up as well, I'm going to show you how to get the evidence. It's here with the donuts are and the all the police officers are. If you're in the police uniform, it's really easy. When you're in your own uniform, I haven't found a way yet, but I'm going to try and do that on the purest difficulty to try and find a way, because if I can find it on that, then you'll be able to do it easily in normal. So I'm going to try and find you a way of doing that on purest difficulty to show you how that can be done. So that's the end of the tutorial. It's a little bit shorter than the other ones, I think. Not so much to go through in this episode, really. I'm going to go through it on purist, as I say. That'll probably be even shorter than this one, because I can see this being quite a nightmare on purist, to be honest, with all the different police officers and everything like that. Yeah, and next episode, I believe we're going to be looking at the... what's it called? It's the mission where we basically have to take out a few different people. We've got to go to a strip club. Take out the owner of that, and then we've got to take out a few people in Chinatown. I can't remember the name of the mission. It eludes me. But yeah, I'll put it on the screen anyway, and I'll note for the end of the purest difficulty one. So we're going to do the purest one next. I'm going to get onto that right now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this mission, this tutorial, or if it's give you any help whatsoever, getting any of the challenges, finding different ways to get through, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like, that'd be fantastic. And if you're looking for any more tutorials for Hitman Absolution, you can also give me a subscribe. We're going to go through every single mission on both normal and purest difficulty. So we're going to go the different ways you can do everything and on different difficulties. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope it's been really helpful for you, and I hope to see you next time on the next tutorial.
Just